All right, everyone. If I could get everyone's attention, we're going to get started.
I don't think you're on the mic.
Not yet? Okay. That's a good question. There we go. All right, everybody. If I could get your attention, we're going to get started. My name is Zach Rossley. Oh, still can't hear me? Okay, let me get it closer. I might just hold it. All right, can everybody hear me reasonably well now? Okay, much better, great. All right. Excellent, excellent. Well, my name is Zach Rossley. I'm the Chief Financial and Operations Officer here at K9s For Warriors, and I'm very honored to be your Master of Ceremony for this evening's September 2022 Warrior Class Graduation Ceremony. Welcome, welcome. And to everyone who's watching on Facebook, welcome to you as well. So we begin every graduation by honoring our great nation two ways. The first is we recite the Pledge of Allegiance, and the second is we sing the national anthem. So one of our own, Shane, is going to lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And if you'd remain standing, the national anthem is being sung by one of our student leaders named Max. Max attends the Florida School for the Deaf and Blind and is a member of the Blind High School Chorus, the FSDB Show Choir, and is also the president of the International Thespian Society.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wriggling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Max. That was absolutely beautiful. Thank you. And everyone is free to take your seats, please. 4 of the service dogs in our September class have been selected as Fetch It Forward dogs through our friends at the Dogtopia Foundation. Through the foundation, individual Dogtopia daycares throughout the U.S. raise money via their pet parents to help support organizations like K9s For Warriors. We are so grateful to our Dogtopia family and their continued support. Thank you very much, Dogtopia. And with that, we'll get to what we're here for and introduce you to our Warrior class. All right, awesome. So our first graduating pair are Joshua and Freedom. Freedom is sponsored by Rotary District 7505, based out of New Jersey, and additionally supported by Dogtopia of Frisco, Preston. Freedom is defined as the right to speak or act without restriction, interference, or fear. Our veterans protect our freedom every day and are our heroes, making sacrifices both physically and mentally to avert those who seek to destroy our freedom. It is more than just a flag or uniform. It is the lives of veterans who fought and continue to fight to protect our country and our right to be free. Freedom is a graduate of our Pause for Change program at the Montgomery Correctional Facility, where Officer Lisa Harrell had a significant impact on Freedom's success. Thank you very much, Lisa. Freedom was acquired from Ridgeview Labs and trained by our very own awesome trainer, Magdalena Zona. And a quick note directly from Joshua, I'd like to thank the sponsors, trainers, house moms, and dads, and especially my family for allowing me this experience. K9s For Warriors has given me a unique opportunity that is extremely appreciated. Thank you again. Thank you, Joshua. Next, Nicholas and Timmy. Timmy is sponsored by Oma Hodges through our friends at the Lieutenant Dennis W. Zielinski Memorial Fund and is additionally supported by Dogtopia of Falls Church. Timmy was named after a very loyal and dear friend of Ms. Hodges. And the Zielinski Memorial Fund was created to honor the life of Army Lieutenant Dennis Zielinski, who was killed in action in Iraq in 2005. The Zielinski family wishes Nicholas all of the best with his new service dog, Timmy, and directly from them, we send our thanks for your service to ensure our freedom. Timmy was acquired from Rolling Meadows Academy and trained by Hannah Buss. And a quick personal note from Nicholas. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my wife and children for supporting me in this endeavor. I'd also like to thank the warrior trainers, the dog trainers, the staff, and volunteers for everything they put into this program. I can't wait to start this next chapter of my life with Timmy by my side. Next are Jason and Bear Ahepa. Bear is sponsored by Ahepa Service Dogs for Warriors and additionally supported by Dogtopia of Dulles. The funds to sponsor Bear were raised by Ahepa District 21 in California. They chose the name Bear to honor a young veteran from the Fresno chapter whose nickname was Bear and who unfortunately did not survive his battle with PTSD. He was a Marine and a firefighter. District 21 hopes Bear will be a great companion and help his veteran fight the beast that is PTSD. And Bear was acquired from U.S. Vets Service Dogs. And a quick personal note from Jason. I'm very grateful for this opportunity and for my new battle buddy. I want to thank all the warrior teams, trainers, house moms, and everyone involved with K9s For Warriors. Thank you, Jason. Next are Jeremy and Gertie. Now, Jeff Peterson raised funds and awareness as he hiked Camino de Santiago in Spain in 2020 and then pedaled a bicycle, and this is not a typo, 4,350 miles from Anacortes, Washington to Key West, Florida. Gertie is his second sponsored dog, and Gertie is named in honor of his grandmother, who was a funny, tough, and full of energy lady. And Jeff and his wife, Chris, are in attendance, I believe. Are you here? Could you stand up? Thank you so much. Thank you. And Gertie was acquired from Ridgeview Labs and trained by Kendrick Brown and Skylar Reed. And a quick note from Jeremy, thank you to all the staff for your passion and commitment to the K9s For Warriors program. It is totally an honor to be part of this new family. Thank you. And thank you, Jeremy. Next are Lee and Annie. Now, Annie is a true hero. Annie was previously paired with another warrior. She served him well and was an awesome battle buddy. Annie is now able to help heal a second warrior and provide that same healing companionship for another veteran. And Annie was donated by the FCI Mariana Prison Program. Next are Eric and Rosie. Rosie is sponsored by the Deutsche Bank VOWS, which stands for Veterans on Wall Street, through their annual Duck Dash community event. Sergeant Johanny Rosario Picardo, or Rosie, was a logistics sergeant at Task Force 51-5 in Bahrain. She gave the ultimate sacrifice last August during the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. In her final moments, she was seen assisting 2 Afghan women from being trampled by the unruly crowd. Her last words to her commanding officer were, "They need me, sir." Per a member of Deutsche Bank's team who served as Deputy Director of Ops and member of Joint Task Force Crisis Response during Rosie's service, Rosie was a superstar and one heck of a Marine. One of 13 Marines lost that day. And representatives from Deutsche Bank VOWS are in attendance. Could you stand up? Thank you all very, very much. Rosie was acquired from Top Dog K9 Foundation and trained by Magdalena Zona. Next are Brandon and Dean. Dean is sponsored by the Fletcher High School Interact Club. Fletcher Interact has supported K9s For Warriors since 2014, holding annual events such as their A Night for the Warriors banquet and their Students versus Teachers in-school basketball game. Through these efforts, they have raised funds to sponsor 20 service dogs, and Dean will be the 15th to graduate. Dean is named after Fletcher's principal, Dean Ledford, who has been incredibly supportive of the club's fundraising efforts. And members of the Fletcher Interact Club are in attendance. Thank you all so much for everything that you do for us. Now, Dean was puppy raised by Anelli Karen, and this is the first puppy she's raised for K9. She trained him literally until the day he met his warrior. Annalie and her family are here tonight. Could you stand up for us? Thank you so very much for your commitment. And Dean was donated to us by Project to Heal in Waxhaw, North Carolina. Next are Richard and Cooper. Cooper is sponsored by Rushton and Charles Callahan and additionally supported by Dogtopia of Downers Grove. The name Cooper was chosen as it seemed like a good fit for a loyal service dog, plus he just looked like a Cooper. And the Callahans regrettably are traveling right now, so they do though send their well wishes and thank you, Richard, for your service to our country. And Cooper was acquired from Ridgeview Labs and trained by Justin Ivey. Next are Nathan and Wynn Ahepa. Wynn was sponsored by Ahepa Service Dogs for Warriors. Wynn is named after Wynn Storton, whose tenure includes 2 terms as District 20 Governor, where he received the Governor of the Year award both years. He served as Supreme Governor of Region 8. Although retired in Palm Desert, California, Wynn stays active as President of Ahepa Chapter 528 and serves on several national committees, including the Veteran Affairs National Committee and Ahepa Service Dogs for Warriors. Wynn proudly sponsors and maintains the Ahepa Service Dogs for Warriors website, and while Wynn never served himself, he comes from a proud family of veterans, including his daughter. And Wynn was acquired from Fidelco Guide Dogs and trained by Andrew Levizio. Next are Justice and Star. Star is sponsored by Elizabeth Ortel and Exit Realty Corporation. Now, Beth Ortel hosted a fundraising golf tournament in Nashville to raise funds to pay for a service dog for a veteran. The president of Exit Realty personally matched the money that Beth raised to help make her dream of sponsoring a service dog for a veteran come true. So thank you so much, Beth. And Star was acquired from Top Dog K9 Foundation and trained by Chelsea Allen. Next are Michael and Gabriel Ahepa. Gabriel was sponsored by Ahepa Service Dogs for Warriors. The funds for Gabriel were raised by Ahepa District 4 in Pennsylvania. The name Gabriel was selected in honor of one of their chapter members, George Gabriel, who became a Supreme President. His family is still involved with Ahepa, as George's son-in-law and 2 sons are members. One son, Robert G. Vidoni, is currently serving his 2nd year as chapter president of Lehigh Chapter 60. And Gabriel Ahepa was acquired from Southland Goldens. Next are Joshua and Cabo. Cabo was sponsored by the Miller Family Fund and additionally supported by Dogtopia of Mechanicsburg. A gift was also made in honor of Joshua by the Bloom family, who are watching online. Cabo is named after a beloved dog belonging to the Millers. And Cabo was acquired from Ridgeview Labs and trained by George Sabassis. And last, we have a little bit of a unique situation. We have Harold and Sarge. Now, they aren't physically here with us because Harold and Sarge graduated a little bit early, but they are watching live right now. Sarge is sponsored by Jack's Vets and Mayport Area CPO, which is a local veterans group who've supported K9 since 2017 and is led by Terry Bukowski. Sarge is their 2nd sponsored dog and is additionally supported by Dogtopia of Redmond. Now, the name Sarge was chosen in recognition of the men and women in the Army, Air Force, and Marines who earned promotion to Sergeant E7 to E9. These senior military service members have advanced to unique leadership roles by demonstrating exemplary proficiency in their own military occupational specialties and are an essential bridge between commissioned officers and the enlisted ranks. Liberty comes with a high price. It's fitting to name this amazing service dog Sarge, also in recognition of our frontline service personnel who've made great sacrifices to protect freedom at home and abroad. Now, Sarge was rescued from the Clay County Animal Control, and Terry, and along with members of Jack's Vets and Master Chief Roberts and his wife Ann, are all in attendance. Could you all please stand up? Thank you all so very, very much for your continued support. And Sarge was trained by Chelsea Allen. And that concludes this evening's ceremony with one additional note. So if you all could just take a look at this line in front of me here, the brick line going across. If our warriors are so inclined, they will approach that line. And please, if you are inclined to speak with them, approach that line as well. We just ask that you don't cross that line. Other than that, thank you all for being here. God bless, and good evening. All right.